The VFW held their Memorial Day service today here at the Chief Dacopa Cemetery on East Street.
Comrades, then salute. We're going to have pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take two.
Order. Color. Right. Face. Forward. March. Left. Left.
We are now going to have a few words from our guest speaker, Dan Schiffenhausen.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Honored to be here. Although I never served, I did go to APs. I was packed, ready to go, and they sent me home for physical reasons. My stepfather served in the North Korean War. He was at the Chosin Reservoir, and it's been my honor to meet two other men who served in that conflict. Our president said at Memorial Day that this is the 50th anniversary since the end of that war. That war is not over. It's a ceasefire. And communism is still a threat, even within our own country. I can't imagine what it would be like, but I know these men that I've met, I think they were good men before they went in, and I think they're even better men now. And when I talk to them, they still tear up over the friends that they left. And so today, the day to remember all those who gave their all. God bless them all. Thank you.
Thank you, and good morning, and thanks for being here. This is one of those times when we need to remind everybody what this day is all about. This is Memorial Day, not Monday, not the 27th, but the 30th of May is Memorial Day. In some areas around town, you'll see flags that have staff. It's those that remember. People like you that remember what this day is all about. Every year, we talk about those that we left behind, those that didn't come home with us. As Commissioner Schiffenhausen just said, honorable men, honorable women. These are people that we remember each and every day of our lives, and we need to continue to remember them. That's what Memorial Day is all about. And I thank you for being here for that honor for them. Thank you.
And Sheriff DeMayo. Tony. You probably can't. Is that better? Yes.
I want to first of all thank my fellow vets and people here who are not veterans but show support for those who served and have served and will serve this country in the past, in the present, and in the future. We also must remember those who gave their lives for this country. Many who gave their lives before there was even a country, the Civil and the Revolutionary War. They were fighting for about a year and a half before this country before the Declaration of Independence was read in Philadelphia. They were fighting for an ideal that something better than us
can come from a nation that gives its rights not from individuals, as was the case in England and the other countries in Europe at that time, and still are, but from God himself, and that a great country rose from it. And constantly we have to keep fighting the battles and losing our precious blood in order to keep our country free and in order to make sure that the rest of the world has peace. In law enforcement, we always hope for peace. I always said that we should, one day, I'd be happy when law enforcement is no longer leading the role in the employment line, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. And I know that's not going to happen in the future for our country. I just hope that those in Washington, D.C. and those that make the policies put us in conflicts that basically they're out to win and not to lose. And we know from Vietnam veterans how we always won the battles, but unfortunately we did not necessarily win the war, so to speak. But that didn't mean that they didn't die in vain, our veterans in Vietnam. They died because of the ideal that we all signed up for. I mean, I know many Vietnam vets. When I turned 18, I signed up for the draft and the same day for the United States Navy because I believed that what we were doing was righteous, and I still believe so. So we're a great country. We have great individuals. We have great men and women serving for us, and I'm very proud to be a veteran. I'm also proud that we as Americans still remember those who gave their lives, and we have to remember those. And we're still losing life here in this country, overseas, and the conflicts that we're now involved in. And every day we get reminded of that, unfortunately. I thank you for the opportunity from the Veterans of Foreign Wars for this opportunity, and I thank you all for being here and remembering our vets. They deserve our prayers, and so does the families who support them. Without the families and the support they get, they wouldn't be serving for us, I know that. So you take care, and God bless you all.
Keeping this brief because it's getting warm out here, I'm going to say that on behalf of all of the veteran service organizations in Pahrump, we believe that that Memorial Day should be on May 30th, and that's why we're having this today instead of on Monday, the 27th. Senior Vice, would you get us come up here, please?
Headquarters, Grand Army of the Republic, Washington, D.C., May 5th, 1868. General Order Number 11. 1. The 30th day of May, 1868 is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lay in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but post and comrades will, in their own way, arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit. We are organized, comrades, as our regulations tell us, for the purpose, among other things, of preserving and strengthening those kind and fraternal feelings which have bound together the soldiers, the sailors, and Marines who united to suppress the late rebellion. What can aid more to assure this result than by cherishing tenderly the memory of our heroic dead, who made their breast a barricade between our country and its foes. Their soldier lives were the reveille of freedom to a race in chains, and their death the tattoo of rebellious tyranny in arms. We should guard their graves with sacred vigilance. All that the consecrated wealth and taste of the nation can add to their adornment and security is but a fitting tribute to the memory of her slain defenders. Let no wanton foot tread rudely on such hallowed grounds. Let pleasant paths invite the coming and going of reverent visitors and fond mourners. Let no vandalism of our vice or neglect